2022 was a great year, and 2023 is shaping up to be even better. Let's talk about everything that's happened in the past year and everything planned for the future. We had 4 core set releases in 2022, starting on January 1st of last year. January 1st, 2022 was the drop of the second edition of Cryptid Nation. Cryptid Nation 2nd Edition is the only 2nd edition in existence with a move to big box releases going forward. Cryptid Nation 2nd Edition, or CN2 as we call it, is a direct reprint of 1st Edition and the Kickstarter cards, with the only changes being some errata to some of the cards, the box toppers being Terra instead of Aura, and the secret rare chase being a blue ink instead of a red ink. Towards the end of March and early April was the Wilderness release, and this had a Green Man secret rare chase out of 100, as well as gold, silver, and bronze tickets. To this day, we still have not seen a silver ticket. The gold tickets were hinted that they will have some form of equity in the company. Silver will get you a prototype Mothman, and bronze got you a Kickstarter booster box. The end of July saw the next core set release with UFO. As part of a partnership with Sent Into Space, 120 cards were sent into space, consisting of 12 different cards serialized out of 10. All of the cards sent to space are alternate art versions of cards in the core set, so this is the first time we're seeing secret rares that are not exclusive chases, but alternate chases. Every booster box within the UFO set was stamped with a small foil UFO symbol on the booster box from foil that was sent into space as well. And the last core set release was in October for Seance. And the secret rare chase for Seance is very interesting. We didn't see alternate art variants of cards in the core set, we saw alternate holo pattern cards. The serialized secret rare chases for this set had a holofoil imprint of the Beastie within the holofoil. The other interesting thing to note about the art for this set is that the box art was done in Afton's Blood, as well as Blood Grimoire. There was also a number of subsets released this year. We have the fan art blister packs, which feature cards done by the community. Notable cards from that set are Crosswick Monster, Bloody Mary, White Fang, and Altamahaha. We had rugs from Dim Mak featuring Loveland Frogman, Mothman, Pyasa Bird, Hodag, and Jersey Devil. We had 3 eBay releases this year, with eBay Wilderness including a booster box with a token box topper, eBay UFO, which was a lunchbox which included UFO eBay stamped cards, as well as cards from other sets, a large coin, dice, pencils, and a thermos, and eBay Seance, which featured tarot cards, one of which was holo. Those tarot cards could then be used in Seance as fourth wall effects. We saw a partnership with Gamer Sups, which had an apple-flavored Bigfoot juice. There was also an associated promo with that for Bigfoot, which was a unique card. We had HeroQuest Genesis, which featured new cards and old. Of the sets released this year, this was many people's favorite set due to the art. We haven't seen, but we were able to purchase HeroQuest Remix or HeroQuest 2.0. There were 4 holiday sets with a Valentine's Chibi set, a Magicast April Fool's set, a Trick No Treat Halloween set, and a Pin Club ornament set. Similar to Topps cards, we were able to purchase a set of PFP cards if you held a PFP NFT. On top of the holiday Pin Club ornaments, we saw 3 other releases with Pin Club, including Pin Club Wilderness, UFO, which featured a meteorite pin. The pin was a UFO made from meteorite. These were serialized out of 100. And Pin Club Seance, which wasn't pins, but keychains. We also had 3 Revive releases this year with Cryptid Nation, Nightfall, and the long-awaited Wilderness. We saw a partnership with Target to release Wilderness blisters featuring Smokey Bear, as well as a collaboration with Walmart for Cryptid Nation 2nd Edition hangers, Wilderness hangers, and UFO hangers. We saw the release of Topps Wilderness, as well as a jewelry release with What's Your Passion. Those are arriving in hand as we speak, and a Kickstarter with World Poker Tour. The Kickstarter included playing cards featuring your favorite beasties, as well as a promo set, and there were many other add-ons including uncut sheets, poker chips, and more. As we look to the events for 2022, we had Bold Matsuri, Collecticon, which featured 6 dates. Orlando was held on February 26th and 27th. Dallas was held on May 28th and 29th, and this featured the Casters Cup. Casters Cup was this year's premier event with a prize pool of $250,000. First place went to Easton Evans, walking away with $101,000, as well as other prizes. Second place went to Dylan Tran, or you may know him as Metakai, walking away with $50,000 on top of other prizes. And third place went to Dominic Pace with $25,000 and other prizing. Other Collecticon dates include Charlotte on June 4th and 5th, Long Beach on August 20th and 21st, Kansas City on September 17th and 18th, and Denver on October 15th and 16th. We also had CryptidCon, Hodag Heritage Days, La Convention TCG, which took place in Paris, the Mothman Festival, New York City Comic-Con, which was a huge event, a release event for UFO, which was held in Roswell, New Mexico, a release event for Seance, which was held in Salem, Massachusetts, San Diego Comic-Con, and Spookala. We also saw a number of promos this year, many of which were from these conventions. At Bold Matsuri, we had the Chibi Jackalope. We had a number of Caster's Cup jersey promos, Caster's Cup promos from packs that were given to participants, Collecticon egg promos that were at all of the Collecticons, a Chibi Babe the Blue Ox at CryptidCon, MetaZoo business cards, which were first available at New York City Comic-Con, the Mothman Festival promo, which is my favorite promo. New York City Comic-Con joined the Seance promo, New York City Comic-Con stamp partner promos. These were with Golden, What's Your Passion, Pin Club, eBay, CGC, PSA, and New York City Comic-Con itself. The San Diego Comic-Con Bullywhack Monster, which is local to San Diego. The Spookala Spooklight promo. The Stash Loot Phantom Car promo. A Crystal Ball promo from Long Beach Collecticon. We saw a number of distributor promos this year as well, with Global Ambassador cards. The only two that I've personally seen are Manaya and Drop Bear, Golden Distribution's Hopkinsville Goblin, PhD's Iowa Dragon. We saw the introduction of tournament promos for first, second, and third place, as well as participation medals, holiday promos for 4th of July, second anniversary celebrations, and Turkey Day Tahoe Tessie. And Turkey Day Tahoe Tessie was released with the MetaZoo Foundation, raising funds for Autism Instruct. This was the first charity event that MetaZoo has done with the foundation. Serialized NFT token cards for token holders at a certain date. A Green Goblin Wubby promo. Many Rudy promos, including Cryptonation's 2nd edition, Wilderness, UFO, Seance, and Rudy's 6.9 year anniversary, as well as a number of promos for different products that were released this year. Flork of Beasties, the Gamersup's Bigfoot, both summer and fall LGS promos, the Smokey Bear promo with Target, 4 Walmart promos of Dragon of Akanto Falls, Hatman, Pomola, and Lechuza, a Piazza Bird promo from the CN2 Walmart hangar, this was not Walmart stamped, the Wild Ones NFT Pin Club promo, the Far Out Bunch NFT Pin Club promo, the World Poker Tour promos, these were all Beasties to Arms, Salem release event promos for a Salem bookmark and a Salem City Terra, as well as a scavenger hunt promo for New York City King. And that scavenger hunt promo is pretty interesting because you had to go to New York City, take a selfie with a billboard, and then send it in to get the promo. And there's been hints that there's going to be more scavenger hunts coming throughout the lifetime of MetaZoo. Now, for all the partnerships with MetaZoo that were announced this year, we have Autism Instruct, Barnes & Noble, Bear Walker, CGC, Amazon Amp, Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube Music. All 4 of those were for HeroQuest 2.0. D-Brews, who did the San Diego Comic-Con and Roswell shirts. Dim Mac, eBay and eBay Live, Faded Spade, Flork, Gamersupps, Golden Auctions, GTS, Magazine Exchange, and Southern Hobby Games as 3 new distributors. Invasion Toys, Kickstradamus, Manifold, Map in Black, One Tree Planted, Pin Club, PSA, Revive, Sent into Space, Target, Tops, Walmart, What's Your Passion, WME, which is incredibly important. WME is the talent firm that MetaZoo is working with to complete the book, the show, the shorts, basically everything related to the IP. And the last partnership is World Poker Tour. So MetaZoo had either added or expanded on 33 partnerships in 2022. Now, as we look to the future, MetaZoo has released a roadmap for 2023. And that roadmap includes, in January, Seance and UFO Revive, also Streamer Kits 1.0. Streamer Kits are going out to various streamers to support their MetaZoo content. We don't have anything slated for February, but I do expect a Valentine's holiday set similar to last year's. In March, we have a MetaZoo Foundation Gala, which is a formal event in New York City. There will be a special set available only at that gala. There will be items for auction at the event, and the proceeds will be used to donate to various tribes around the country. The gala will be exclusive to partners, influencers, VIPs, and full set holders, and they will be allowed a +1. We'll also see Topps Chrome in March. April 1st, we'll see the release of Native, which is the next core set, as well as Glitchbit Arcade Series, so the arcade games that MetaZoo will be coming out with. These games will act as vending machines for MetaZoo cards for winners of the game. I also imagine that we're going to see an April Fool's set similar to Magicast last year. In May, we have Native Revive. In June, we'll get HeroQuest 3.0, so we're about 6 months away from that, which is very interesting. And for HeroQuest 3.0, this will be bundled with a comic released with the set. Now, in mid-July, we have a big event. We have San Diego Comic-Con, and we know that Comic-Con is a partnership that MetaZoo is looking to build a relationship with in 2023, not only at San Diego Comic-Con, but at New York Comic-Con as well. We'll get to that. At San Diego Comic-Con, it's likely that they will debut the Cryptid Nation book at that event, and we already know that they're going to be debuting the shorts at that event. And I imagine we'll also be getting another 4th of July promo this year as well. In August, we can look forward to War and War Revive. I imagine War, the core set, will release in the beginning of August, with how close SCP is in October. In September, we have the MetaZoo Online TCG. This is going to be very interesting because a lot of people do want to play online, and their options right now are either cam games or tabletop simulator. A number of people have been waiting for an official online client to be released so they can use that to play online. In October, we have New York City Comic-Con and SCP release. I imagine the SCP release will be closer to the end of the month, similar to this year's Seance, which is also necessary to add a gap between War and SCP itself, given that they're only about 2 months apart. And the really interesting thing about New York City Comic-Con is that MetaZoo has expressed interest in holding their big tournament for 2023 at New York City Comic-Con. The 2023 Casters Cup is expected to have a prize pool of $1.25 million. So pairing that with New York City Comic-Con only builds the brand awareness for MetaZoo going forward. October is likely to also see another Halloween set. In November, we'll get a second version of the MetaZoo streamer kits. 2022 was the first year that they did a Thanksgiving promo, but it's possible they could do another Thanksgiving promo in 2023. And in December, we can expect the release of a comic for 7 Seas. And if you don't know 7 Seas, it's a transition set between the Cryptid Nation block of sets and the Yokai Island block of sets. It's going to be the story of how Sam gets from Cryptid Nation, or what we know as North America, to Japan or Yokai Island. Now that's the 2023 roadmap as it's laid out to us, but we do know a lot more about what's coming up in MetaZoo. On top of Native, War, and SCP coming out in 2023, we know that 7 Seas, the transition set, comes out in March of 2024. That will follow into the Yokai Island block, which will focus on Japanese and Asian-inspired beasties. That block will lead into Trans-Siberian Railway, which is a transition set to Grimm's Kingdom. Grimm's Kingdom will deal with European beasties. Grimm's Kingdom has a transition set called Underground World, and that will lead into Cryptid World. Now, with each block lasting about 3 years, we're looking well into the early 2030s for what we know about today. Each of those blocks and sets will have either a novel or a novella if it's a transition set. On top of the animated shorts, we're expecting a full-blown animated series with MetaZoo that is in the likeness of Castlevania. And on top of the arcade game and TCG Online, we expect the IP to expand with a 16-bit game with art similar to those of the Genesis NFTs. Sometime in the near future, we can also expect to, if you hold a Genesis NFT, redeem your NFTs for the Genesis NFT cards. It's also been hinted at that there's going to be active player promos, and those might be set-based. Promos for participating in golden auctions. A magical MetaZoo celebration promo, which is based on the blue passports that were used at the Collecticons this year. MetaZoo supporter medals. We've seen what they look like, but we don't know how they're going to be distributed yet. Apprentice MZO medals, and most likely Master MZO medals as well. Promos related to all of the tower or tower events. Another scavenger hunt, this time in Europe, as well as a number of products that we haven't seen yet, including one-of-one hand-painted comic covers, Beastie Besties, which is their plushie line, a big box release of Seance and Native, Funko, which will be an eBay release, the MetaZoo coloring book, MetaZoo hot sauces, and early last year they hinted at an Urban Legends set, but that hasn't been talked about since then. Now there is an event series so big it's going to get its own section, and that's Towers. MetaZoo did release a Towers roadmap, and this roadmap lays out 7 towers leading up to the 2023 Casters Cup in October. That's one a month, with the first one being held in Mason, Ohio on March 3rd and 4th. The Frogman Festival is also where Dee the Storyteller will be presenting their thesis, and obviously the Frogman Festival Tower is the Water Tower. In April, we have the Earth Tower for the native release. It's unclear at this time where the release event will be, so we don't quite know where we're going to need to be traveling to participate in the Earth Tower. On May 20th, you can participate in the Forest Tower in Rhinelander, Wisconsin. This will take place during the Hodag Festival. In June, we have the Fire Tower, but no details on what event or area that is going to take place. We have 2 Collecticon dates this year, the first one being on July 15th in Kansas City, and that'll be the Lightning Tower, and the second being August 26th in Long Beach, California for the Spirit Tower. And the last tower of the year on September 16th is going to take place in Point Pleasant, West Virginia for the Dark Tower. That will be taking place during the Mothman Festival. And those 7 towers will each have a prize pool of $50,000. And every tower will have exclusive pins, plushes, jerseys, and more for the tower events. And if you do want to participate in the tower events, you will have had to have participated in an LGS event in your area. More details on the towers will come out in the coming weeks. And then finally, after all 7 towers are completed, we have the Casters Cup at New York City Comic Con. The prize pool for the Casters Cup will be a cool $1.25 million this year, so it's sure to drum a lot of interest. And to end this video, I did want to congratulate various members of the community for their efforts and what they've been recognized for in MetaZoo. 3 crafter medals were given out this year, the first to 3D Vegas. 3D Vegas does handcrafted versions of items from MetaZoo. Jody Matoma, who is the owner and runner of MetaZoo HQ, and Minman, who is instrumental in helping with the NFT side of things with MetaZoo. A number of content creator and influencer medals were also sent out this year, and I apologize if I skip anybody. These are just the ones that I know about. We have Cool Trainer Mal, D-Brews, EpicTube HD, Flork, MetaZoo Drew, Joker's Favor, LPA, MetaMan, MetaZoo Baby, MetaZoo Nation Australia, Nick's Strength and Pokemon, and Termentic. And of course, a lot of this wouldn't be possible without our LGS partners. And those partners include Two Dudes Gaming, A Hidden Fortress, Aloha Card Shop, Argos Anonymous, Aussie Brickster Collectibles, BC Protectors, Burst Collectors, Cardboardia, Cards to Go TCG, Caster Society, Caster's Corner, Cognizant Card Breaks, Compete Esports, Direct Damage Games, Dr. Cards, Drew B Collectibles, Dueling Brothers, Dungeons and Joypads, Geeky Toy Hut, Catch 'em All Collectibles, Gubu Hobby, Hyperbole, IHC Cards and Collectibles, Immortal Workshop, who sponsors this channel, Infinity Cards, Invasion Toys, Kev Dayan's Market, who is Kitchen Table TCG, Live Poke Auctions, MetaZoo Crew, MetaZoo Nation Australia, Mint Collectibles, Monterey Bay Casters Association, Pokeseller, Pokezoo, Simply Unlucky, SJC Collectibles, Smoke Squad Collective, Sneakouts, Southern Heat Collectibles, Super Galactic Games and Comics, Tabletop Village, TCG Island, TCG Labs, the Cryptozoology and Paranormal Museum, the local game store, the Shop Collectibles, Trading Card Vault, Trading Card World, Vet Nation Cards, Windy City Pop Shop, Wiser Collectibles, Metakai, AKW, Poke Charles, Tri-County Collectibles, Herald of the Cards, and Card and Coins Collectibles. Well, there you have it. There's our rundown for 2022 and what we have to look forward to in 2023 and beyond. And Termentic has also released a video about his speculations on the towers that I highly suggest you check out, which is right over there. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to our future with MetaZoo.